What's up, everybody? How we doing? Cheers. Can you see me? Can you hear me? In the words of Tommy. Welcome to part 2 of the Revel review. I just started calling it that. I have no idea if that's the official name, but seemed to make sense. If you don't know that, there's a 30-second delay. So if you ask me a question, I'm not ignoring you if I go past you. So last night was incredible. We had such a good time. Because I had all my friends on the screen with me, it felt like they were all, and everyone's been like, hey, can I add something today? So I'm winging this thing. I'm playing all kinds of roles, spinning all kinds of plates on all kinds of little chopsticks. It's a lot. I'm doing a lot. Clicking around, doing my thing. But listen, Charlie sent me this. I totally forgot about this. So I wanted to share this with you right off the bat.
Hello. Couple fun facts. The naming of Revel. We had just recently learned how the Grateful Dead had named their band Folklore. Supposedly they were playing a game that involved a dictionary, and they were flipping through the dictionary and just pointed, and Grateful Dead was the name, and it stuck. So I was like, hey, why don't we just do that? Flipped open the dictionary, first try, Revel jumped off the page, and then I read it to Pat, and it said the definition was boisterous merrymaking. And Pat was like, done. There's the album name.
After he told me that today, he sent me that video. He's like, hey, do you remember how we named the record? I'm like, no. And then he said that. I'm like, that's exactly. I remember where he was sitting when he showed it to me. Stuart Ridgway. He had a studio called Pyramid Digital Productions. It was inside of the Q Studios, the famed Q Studios in Falls Church, Virginia. And we always wanted to record at Q. And Stuart had the perfect little setup. So Stuart gave us his little room there. I did From the Wood in that very room, and we went back. And you guys, don't forget to hit HD. Hit HD. So you can see this in all its clarity. So Stuart Ridgway, who I haven't spoken to in 25 years, 30 years. And he was so kind to reach out and say, hey, man, can I be a part of this little thing? And I begged him. But he said, yeah. So he's sharing some great stuff here. I want you to check this out. This is Stuart, who mixed, engineered, and was the whole, technical wizard behind this record.
Chris, God, was an awesome drummer. God rest him. He was just so great to work with. I love the way he played, and his drum kit sounded fantastic. And even when he used just bundle sticks on the Flooding Both of Us, the sound that he came up with was really lovely. I loved that. I also remember Jonathan brought this really cool mini rotary speaker for his organs and organ sounds, and it was cool to really get that B3 sound and push that in. What is it? I think it was on Can't Miss, Passion, and I think on C Melodic. Just a really nice touch. And then Charlie and Chris brought in all this cool percussion, like hand percussion, that we sprinkled in throughout the album. That's really like this great ear candy to listen to. So there's shakers, and there's claves, and there's a vibroslap, and there's a rain stick, and there's a flexitone.
How's that sound in your headphones? This is a vibroslap. I got one for Jack for Christmas. You can't play the drums or percussion without one of these puppies. Plus, you can't play Crazy Train without it either. Chardy brought all kinds of things. And because Chardy and I hung out the most at the record, making this record, we were always there. If I was there, he was there. And Chardy brought a lot of toys, a lot of percussion toys, and they all made their way onto the record. Rain sticks, all kinds of crazy stuff. No didgeridoo, but we got a lot of stuff done. So let's see here. Let's see. Well, listen, the first song is this tune. I'm going to play it on the electric. Can't Miss What You Never Had. By the way, do not Google these lyrics because they are wrong. I had to look up my own words. By the way, I'm signing these and signing lyrics for the top tippers and mailing them off to you. It's a really fun thing I've been doing, and I love doing it. So, Can't Miss What You Never Had. this was like a jam. We never really had words. I sang whatever the hell came out of my mouth every night. And so forgive me for looking at the actual finished words and being like, that's what I recorded? I remember being annoyed that I had to record my vocal. I'm like, oh, you're going to make me... It's like a Grateful Dead solo that has to be replicated. And you don't want to do that. It changes all the time. All right. Oh, I went out walking, and I got myself talking to the man. He's been knocking around Bardo's door, and all that he's hoping for, all that he's burning for, it's something I have done before, nothing new to me. Well, I came back from thinking about all that he's saying. Seems I've been thinking like I've looked around the way. All the things that I'm hoping for, they're sliding out that back door. Something I've done before, it's nothing new to me. Can't miss what you never had. Can't miss what you never had. Can't miss what you never had. Can't miss what you never had, babe. Came back from taking my guitar solos. Even if the band's not here, I don't care, I'm gonna do it anyway. All the things that I'm hoping for, all right here on the floor. It's something I have done before, but it's nothing new to me. Can't miss what you never had. 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 Jonathan on the B3 organ. Come on. You're saying things that you're seeing, you better look the other way. All the things that I'm hoping for, all right here on the floor. It's something I have done before, but nothing new to me. Can't miss what you never had. Can't miss what you never had. Can't miss what you never had. What you never had. Ride that train. That was a bit much. Not going to do the whole ridiculous outro thing, but man, the band would get into a groove. John Small on the bass, C-Dub on drums, Chardy on percussion, just killing it. Al Walsh holding down the acoustic while I'm goofing off. Can't Miss What You Never Had was the first song I played electric guitar on, and I bought a Fender Stratocaster just like I did when I was 16, because I wanted to be like Eric Clapton. Cheers to Eric Clapton. Thank you guys so much for the tips. Very, very cool of you. Charlie has some other wisdom. Well, let's check it out. Let's see what he has to say about why he's called the monkey.
Another fun fact is how I got my nickname is because you guys would feed me too much tequila, and post-show, I would end up climbing things. So the nickname, the monkey, came from that.
Woo! Chardy's got some time on his hands down in Atlanta. Apparently he's got a fancy computer with monkeys, real monkeys. Anywho, Chardy, miss you, brother. It's great to connect last night, and thanks for sending me that stuff today. Al, I just saw that you're in here. Al Walsh is in here. Got a lot of the band in here tonight. Let's see what we're at now. Listen, so Mr. John Small on bass. This next tune, I mean, they're all beautifully played on bass. They're all, you hear it, you know right away it's John, you know. And this one in particular, it just, we you know, just like the Sugar Packet record, this Revel record, we all kind of let each other do whatever we wanted to do on the record. It was just, we did our thing and our personality came out. So check out John Small on the bass for the song All Around Us.
Hey, so All Around Us is this track. Starts with my buddy from way back in the day, Mr. Chris Williams on drums. And Chris and I were pals back in our high school days and played in a band when we were in our late teens, and that's after I'd been playing with Pat for a little while. I got in touch with Chris because we were looking for a permanent drummer, and he was the man, and came on board, and this is what happened next.
It's all around us. We cannot see it, but we know it's looking back at us. It's a sense of all senses, touching us the kindness away. Don't bother me to show. It's always been the same way. And we're trying to get there tomorrow. These words and it seems alright. That could be a better way, I know. There could be another way you've got to show. All these.
That tune I used to love playing live, and the bridge section I was always particularly fond of, and Jonathan Williams' piano work in this song and many of our songs I just love to death. Let me see if I can find that bridge section. It's a really nice breakdown. Here we go. J.C. Cool on the saxophone. Anyway, I may not have played that exactly the way it is on the recording, but it was my bass line anyway, so I guess I have liberty to do that. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us, and thank you from the whole band. Pat McGee, Charlie McEwen, Jonathan Williams, who was actually playing electric piano on that track, not piano, but and Mr. Al Walsh and our brother Chris Williams. Take care, folks, and the sun will come out tomorrow. Take care.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. John Small, you are a freak of nature. I never know what you're playing. I'm right there with Al. Thank God I had Al over there to not know what was going on. Thanks, Al. Me and you on the set, we saw eye to eye on just just don't kick us out of the band, out of our own band. John, incredible stuff, dude. It's crazy. Speaking of JC Cool, he was on last night. JC Cool is the sax player from Agents of Good Roots, an incredible band that we toured with and pretty much idolized, a local band from Virginia that alternated our Wednesday and Thursday night house concerts in Richmond and Charlottesville. We did colleges together. We did festivals, Horde Tour, you name it. They're still coming to shows. We're still going to their shows. They just put out new music. Check them out. JC Cool. I remember driving him up to Falls Church, Virginia, and he laid down this solo, man. He's just one of these one-take dudes. And you're like, this is crazy. So check out JC. I can't believe he remembers this solo this long.
The other song that I recorded on that record, which is All Around Us, let me switch axes here because I played a different instrument, tenor sax on Passion, and this little guy, often mistakenly called the metal clarinet, but soprano saxophone. And so, All Around Us is such a beautiful tune already, and that iconic melody of that song played by John Small on the bass, and I just really doubled that melody and kind of gave it another part of the range, a little bit higher, but it really is the central focal point of that song. I think, in my opinion, it's such a great melody, and it really carries it, and they gave me a little space to blow in the middle of that, and so yeah, that melody was like this, if I remember correctly. Beautiful. Stands the test of time. But thanks for having me be a part of the record. Another quick little short great story. This has nothing to do with the recording process, but I remember, I think it was the night of the record release of that Revel. The guys were having a bit of a party beforehand, before they played the gig. And lo and behold, limousine pulls up in front of my apartment at the time, and they come knocking on my door. No call or anything to warn me, just sort of rolling up, and then I think I was in just normal shorts. It was kind of late, and I had no shoes on, and they're like, "Come on, get in the car." So I'll spare the gory details of that pre-party, but it was pretty fun driving around the streets of Richmond in a limo with no pants on and just some shorts and a pair of flip-flops, and that was a good way, I think, to celebrate the arrival of that record, and that was so much fun to do. So thanks to you, PNB, thanks Pat, thanks to the rest of the guys for having me be a part of that, and I hope to do it again with y'all at some point. Take care.
Dude, I remember that. We went and picked him up. We never partied before a show. We are professional musicians. We never did that. Maybe once or twice. But I think it's the golden clarinet, as McAloon stated, not the metal clarinet. And you said you had no pants on, JC. That's what I heard. Nice recovery to say that you were in shorts, but I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of recollection of that limo ride. But I'm sure it was a blast. Anyway, JC Cool is the man. Check out Agents of Good Roots. And I'm going to do this tune. This is, I'll even do the solo part. And I love Chris Williams. Balakaback, balakaback, bow. We cannot feel it, but we know it's all around us. We cannot see it, but we know it's looking back at us. Kind of creepy. It's sense of all senses touching us the kindest way. Don't bother me to show, it's always in the same way. And we're trying to get there tomorrow. Every day is worse than it seems, alright. There can be a better way, I know. There can be another way. You've got to show all around these towns. Every day is worse than it seems. Oh. We cannot feel it, but we know it's all around us. We cannot find it, but we know we like the shape of it. What we put in the first time is what we can expect. Back from all the expectations that bring us back to home base. And we're trying to get there tomorrow. Every day is worse than it seems, alright. There could be a better way, I know. There can be another way. You've got to show all around these towns. Every day is worse than it seems. Keyboards. Boom, boom. I'm starting to realize that this song might be about later in life. It means something different. Every day I seem to lose my keys, my wallet. Hey Siri, where are you? Hey Siri, where are you? Oh shit, my phone's actually going off. Whoops. So I was supposed to wait on the 3-beat for that one. I'm sorry, John Small. We cannot feel it, but we know it's all around us. find it, but we know it's been lost in us. It's a sense of all senses touching us the kindest way, babe. No, don't bother me to show. It's always in the same way. And we're trying to get there tomorrow. Every day is worse than it seems, alright. There can be a better way, I know. Oh, another way you've got to show. All around these towns, every day is worse than it seems. Every day is worse than it seems, darling. Every day is worse than it seems. Oh, baby. No, no, no. I love that we end on the A. So nice. Oh, yeah. So, moving right along. John Small, that song is awesome, dude. Love playing it with you. So this next song is Charlie's favorite / he hates it. I had big high hopes for this song. I thought it would be like a super fun sing-along jam for the audience. I thought if I put Julie Murphy from Eddie from Ohio on there to sing the female part, all the girls in the audience would sing the doo-doo part. But I guess since we never play the damn song, I guess I can't expect that, huh? All because Charlie doesn't like it. I totally get it. The most redeeming part of this song is the guitar solo. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Rob. She knows your side. Sad she knows it well. She's in need in some time. Seems she's gone and fell. Bow, bow, bow. All over you. Again, it's not the same way to look on through. She'll be playing your game by singing do-do-do-do-do-do. Sing it, everyone on Stageit. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Now she's open well. Al Walsh, harmony. It seems she knows where she's coming from. Even still you go. Seems she's far from done. Everybody do 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 do. And she's wishing. God, she's crying now. How she's hoping well. Guitar solo, rip it. It seems she knows where she's coming from. Even still you go. It seems she's far from done. Let's do a 20-minute encore. Toot-a-toot-a-toot-a-doo, and she's crying. Toot-a-toot-a-toot-a-doo. I'm pretty sure Charlie would like to throw doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo like a monkey throws the doo-dah. Yeah, Charlie, that one was for you, brother. So, let's talk about On Your Way Out of Here. This song, this is the song that I feel like, and Stuart even said it on this clip. Stuart was talking about how he felt like the band hit our stride in this recording. Check this out.
I remember my favorite actually was the slit drum that they used at the beginning of On Your Way Out of Here. And I just thought that was a great way to open up the track. You know, really sets the pace for the song.
So this right here was used on Your Way Out of Here on Revel. It just happened to be in the right key of the song, or close enough. And it's called a tongue drum. Inside the parking lot of a Grateful Dead show, it's called a box of bones. I don't know if that slang goes outside of the parking lot of a Grateful Dead show, but that's how I learned about it. What if I'd done this? Be a totally different song today.
Some things don't change. Charlie is the same dude you met 30 years ago. Thank God. Who doesn't like Charlie? Charlie for president. He's a little busy, but he should be president. Anywho, how about the bass line and On Your Way Out of Here? John Small, I don't even know what you're playing here. I mean, it's incredible. And I'm glad you broke it down. So anyone who wants to play bass, if you listen to this, don't get discouraged. But it's freaking ridiculous.
On Your Way Out of Here, that's been one of my favorites since we first started piecing it together back in those days. And All Around Us was another one that I really enjoyed, both recording and playing live through the years. And we'll start with On Your Way Out of Here, and I will do my best to remember my parts. Anyway, this is a track again that I'm very fond of. Starts with Mr. Patrick McGee on the acoustic guitar and the magical percussive stylings of Mr. Charlie McEwen. And I could play the whole song. You don't want me to do that. But what a great track. always loved playing that live. The energy was there, and in the time that we were doing this recording, we had been touring pretty relentlessly, and I think all of us were probably having the time of our lives. I know I was, and still try to, within reason.
Yeah, we're still within reason. We're not as crazy as we were in the 90s, but there was a stretch where we did 98 shows in 103 days. That was pre-tour bus. Jeff Caldwell, Brian Bain, Eric Parker, Jason Stryker, Paul Stenstrom, Bones. We had the best crew ever. Without a crew, we would have never done any of that. I mean, good Lord. The stories. We could write books and books. That Jordan documentary was great, but we could do something crazy. Stuart speaks the truth. Check it out, Stuart, the engineer and producer of the Revel record.
And the last thing, but probably the most important thing, is just all the great songwriting. Obviously Pat brought in the lion's share of the tracks, but it was clear throughout the sessions that the entire band, made huge contributions to the songs. But the ballads, they're really beautiful and they're really truly moving. And the groove-oriented tracks, they're just solid, great rock tracks. I mean, it was really fun to listen to them all again. My favorite song, though, is On Your Way Out of Here. I love the chord changes. I love the groove. I love the lyrics. John Small's intricate bass parts with, Jonathan's soaring vocals are just so gorgeous. And I think like the best part of the album is actually the end of the song. You can tell just like over the last minute of the song or so that the band is just really gelling and that they are just having a great time together and that they are obviously, headed for the great stuff that, they hit. So such a great album and so glad to have been a part of it.
It all started with that chord. I went like that and I was like, People pleasing people, who you partial to? It's the same old people pulling the wool over you. Their eyes can see on the darkness, others only stir. The medicine that you need is the only cure. It's fighting you day to day, gotta get out. Passion will guide you, take you to on your way out of here. On your way out of here. He'll be a pilgrim in search of nothing at all. On your way out of here. So, having Jonathan with his incredible vocal, he's like having a stealth fighter, and you're just like, send in the stealth fighter. And Al Walsh with his pristine high vocals, man, I'm so blessed to have these guys up. On a scope just to seek out, the truth belongs to you. Come out, all you children, to see this one through. The soul sense all of madness, senses often wrong. Smiling down at the soaked up ground, waiting for so long. To push the day down under, you gotta get out. Hide beneath the shadows, escape the doubt. On your way out of here. On your way out of here, babe. You'll you'll be a pilgrim in search of nothing at all. On your way out of here, inside your walls, baby. Papa said, don't you preach it if it seems new to you. You're riding around with your car top down, folks taking shots at you. They're not shooting to hurt you, just to test your vision, babe. They got you back on empty at the filling station. Kinda setting you up for a no-end situation. Put your hands on the table and wave goodbye on your way out of here. On your way out of here. Oh, you'll be a pilgrim in search of nothing at all. On your way out of here, inside your walls. I could go on and on with that song, but I got something I got to share with you that is going to knock your socks off. So this next song, Jonathan Williams and I started working on it together, and then he's like, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to put some headphones on. You got one part, I'm going to put a whole other part. I'm hearing something else. We were at a fraternity party at Penn State, and it was during the day. We were loaded in, just sitting around killing time, and Johnny put his headphones on. I couldn't hear what he was doing, and then he's like, hey, check this out. And I said, all right, I can still sing what I'm singing. I got this melody part and this major part, and then you have your part. We came together, and we have this song written for a friend of mine who used to come to my shows at Longwood College named Amy. And she passed away very suddenly. I could go on and on about how amazing she was, her and Wendy, seeing me every Tuesday night at a bar in Longwood and Farmville. And they were like my first fans. So I just thank them so much. And it was a tragedy to lose Amy. And it turns out that Jonathan went to high school with Amy. I mean, it's a very small world. So I asked Jonathan to perform this song. I've never heard him sing it before. As you can imagine, he knocks it out of the park. Ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Brian Williams.
She's moved away to a kind of place where a soul flies. She's smiling down upon us. Her heart warms the room now. Just help us through today, your spirit guides us. Baby, can you hear me? upstairs gently listening, all down here wishing you hadn't left so soon. Wanna thank you for your belief in me, and I believe in you. And there's something strange about it. And I can shut my eyes and see you there. Wish I'd said some more words now. Music saying, baby, can you hear me? You're upstairs gently listening, you're all down here wishing hadn't left so soon. Let me smile, cure you. So close your eyes and call her. She's waiting upstairs with Jesus, but everyone's your friend.
Yeah. So there's that. Unbelievable, Johnny. Thank you so much, dude. Just blessed in the Pat McGee band, right? Look at these talents in this band are just unstoppable. I don't know if Jonathan's on here tonight, but send him a note on Instagram or something. Tell him how awesome that was. Just incredible. You guys, thank you for coming to this. Thanks for the tips. It keeps this whole crazy thing alive. I had a lot of fun trying to put this thing together. Look at these notes. It's if I could show you this room, it's just madness. But I hadn't heard Jonathan's performance. I did not watch it until now. So it's very heavy. And Patrick McAloon and the new team, thank you so much for helping me put this whole thing on. Yeah, it's incredible. All right. Well, I'd ask you a bunch of questions, but we only got 30 seconds left. And for once, I'm ahead of the clock. I wanted to make sure you heard Jonathan's song. I wanted to hear it myself. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to Amy's family, and it means a lot to her friends and the people that are fans of the band. That's why you come to Stageit, because we do stuff that it's different. I'm going to make it better each week. I'm telling you. I'm incredibly inspired by you guys. So thank you for being here, and you guys have a great one. Bye.